The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the Big 10, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Bringing the heat. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Extending the play. Caught over the middle. It's Marks. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Set ready.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. And it's picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Trojans are in the hurry up. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten him in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Going up top on first down. Looking for the score. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that in the rest of this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Okay, break.
He'll just keep slinging it. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. That free safety able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
Here we
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think...
He's got it down the left. Open runway ahead. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Daniels. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Reads it, fires complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. offense will take the field again. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Grab near the marker. It's Skinner. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
He brought down at the 38. That's a first down for the offense.
First down to start the drive after the break. To throw, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
He's going to pass on second down. Skips away from pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid tackle.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Neal. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unleashes one. Working on the right. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's looking to throw it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here we go, set. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action, trying to get to him. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros.
Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team.